What's up, chat? Let's get into this. Let's get into this, guys. So there are a few new items coming to Sentia. And we have a bunch of spell infusions that can be added onto them. And these are each considered their own spell foci. Oh, there's one more. Forgot about charms. Charms are the coolest ones. Sorry, my hands are a little cold. I did just get off of work. That reminds me. All right. So there's leather bound, silk bound. This is a little loud. Damn, that was loud. And then there's one more, which is called Unraveled. Alright, on to spellbooks. Spellbooks are probably one of my favorite ones, but I'll kind of go through each one of these now that I've typed them up. So, Leatherbound. For each AR that your team has lost, increase the amount of healing by the total AR loss and how many people there are in the game. For example, a team of 5 loses 10 AR, your healing increases by 15. That is a flat 15 extra healing that you get. That can be just added to anything. And this also works for, say you're a spellcaster, like you have fighter and then you were fighter first and then spec'd into, let's say, wizard. And you chose leader as your sub role, which gives AR and healing to all allies. That also counts. It doesn't increase the AR, but it heals them for a lot more. So say a healer with second wind and the leader role, which I think is possible. I think there's a fighter druid one. You could go leader and then heal people. It's really strong, basically. Silkbound, increase all area of effect or area of did I type that right? Area of effect. Or do they not call it AOO or AOA anymore? I guess they don't. Okay, strange. This was converted from 3E though. Okay, increase all AoE spells by 20 feet. Increase all save DCs of these spells by 2. Choose one support spell that has no mana cost. These support spells are considered to be spells that have, let's say you have a spell that's like guidance. That is considered in this. Things like Shield of Faith and stuff like that cannot be considered in this. There are certain support spells that are also AoEs that I believe that this considers. I think Fairy Fire is considered one. I believe Fairy Fire is considered one. Oh, and Fog Cloud. Blessed or Holy Bound. Increase all radiant spell damage or healing by half of your current mana. Increase to full mana should you hit 10 and have any sort of mana burst. So you must have both of those things. You have to hit 10 and have mana burst. Tree Bark Bound. Increase all healing spells to heal an additional 3 dice of healing. Give 5 bonus AR that breaks in 1 round should you have no AR. This considers allies, so if your allies have no AR, you can replenish 5 of it, but it breaks in 1 round. So it is a way of regaining some of that damage mitigation that you might not be able to get back in the middle of combat, which I think is going to be a really cool way of playing around waiting for healing and stuff like that, because it only happens at 0 AR. But it also means that healers are more effective with AR and stuff like that. It's really strong. I cooked up with this one the most because I've been realizing that a lot of parties will run out of AR and then take a fucking shit ton of damage and then won't have a way to mitigate it. And they need a way of replenishing the AR and they don't have a way. So here's a way to replenish the AR. At least for 1 round. That way you can kind of like plan around it. Inscribed. Inscribe 1 defensive spell into this tomb. As soon as you hold this tomb, the spell is cast automatically to a target you choose or 1 ally. Oh, to automatically cast to target you or 1 ally of your choice, so to specify that you may select allies. A defensive spell is like Shield of Faith. It is like Blade Ward, etc., etc. There are several defensive spells that this works for. Biggest one there is Shield of Faith. I believe Haste is also considered in this because it gives the AR. Let me check, though. Oh, it is not. Never mind. I believe it is just Blade Ward and Shield of Faith. There might be more that are considered under this. Defensive spell can be like anything that gives you a defensive buff. Weighted, all damage dice is increased by half of your current mana, and you also deal an additional damage dependent on your current mana count. Should you reach your maximum mana level, this is increased to the full amount. So say you have a maximum of 20 mana, like some people might have later on down the road. Once you hit your mana cap, that damage dice is increased by your maximum mana, which is 15 dice. Or if you have mana burst, the cap is always going to be 10, as far as you guys are aware. And unraveled, choose one of any spell. This spell no longer requires any spell slots to be cast, but it deals half of its damage, including buffed. However, this spell also generates no mana. So that means that you have a way of casting one spell of any kind, but it no longer requires any spell slots. But if it's a damage spell, it deals half of its total damage, including buffed. This is mainly for the, this is like an everyone kind of thing. Anyone can use these, by the way. They're all just spell casting foci that you have to hold. You have to have an open hand to hold it. So, no more shielding wizards. Even though I don't think we have a single wizard that holds a shield. Alright, next up we got spellbooks. And it's time to write. Yeah, some pretty cool upgrades for spellcasters here. So, spellbooks are mainly going to be used for wizards. But I believe sorcerers also can use these, but if you're any wizard-based class, this is mainly going to be your jam. This is the one that I cooked the most on. So, give me just a second. I'm actually going to eat some ice. And yes, Yinhorn, this counts to you too. Because I believe you're wizard-based. Alright, so we have Dreadful. Okay. Love this. It's so incredible. My Wi-Fi is a piece of shit. Oh wow, we're back already? That was a quick one. Thank fuck. Knock on wood. All right. Now, this is a very interesting one. And it also costs a fucking shit ton of money. Because most people don't want to fuck with demon shit. Oh, Raven just messaged me. Hold on, I gotta open up on my phone. This one has a cost of 15,000 gold, though. Hold on. Dun, dun, na, na. Dun, mm. All right. So, let's make sure that that's the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? Because I have 7 for each of them. Oh, yeah. It's this one. All right. So, let's go through these one by one. We have Dreadful. Increase all necrotic-based spell damage by 4 dice and add your current mana to the total damage. So that means that if you have a necrotic-based spell, such as I believe Chill Touch, that deals 2d10 necrotic damage, it is now 6d10 necrotic damage. Demon Skin Bound produces 1 permanent mana. All fire and necrotic-based spells are increased by 6 dice, but when you hold this book, all mana is considered profaned. Profaned mana deals damage equal to twice your mana cap for each spell that you cast. Now, this is a way of dealing additional damage with your fire or necrotic-based spellcasters. However, like it said, it deals twice the damage that your mana cap is. So say your mana cap is 20, it's dealing 40 damage each turn to you that you cast a spell. We can't play this. I'm going to get copyrighted. Can't play that song. Oh, wait, this is supposed to say 80,000, not 8,000. Okay, Memorized. All spells cast through this book have increased damage equal to half of your total mana, plus however many people there are in your party. This damage has no cap. The more allies, the more damage. Basically, this is for people that have spellcasters that are in groups, like very large groups of 10 to 20. This is mainly for people that are using NPCs for battles. I don't think we have any guild masters or any guild-based classes that are in any of the campaigns. I know that Iron and Law has like a group of members that are spellcasters. They can use this if they are wizards, specifically. Imagine that at the end of the world where everyone comes in. That would be the... Oh god. Alright, we're swapping. That would be the best case scenario. Hexing. All debuff spells have their save DC increased by 2. Should any of these spells deal damage, their dice is increased by half of your current mana. Very good, basic, just all debuff. If you're playing like a support caster that has a bunch of debuffing spells. And I know that some debuff spells deal deal damage. I think Blight is one of them. I think Blight inflicts the poison condition. I don't remember. Sightful. All buff spells cast through the spellbook target an additional creature. All spell buffs are increased to give 1 additional buff. So say you cast the haste spell through this spellbook. Instead of 2 AC, it now gives 3. Instead of 10 rounds, it now goes to 20. You choose one of them. So as soon as the spell is cast, you choose one additional effect that it gets. Either the AC or the time limit, or whatever your spell specifies. Heralding. Select one ally at the start of your turn. You may now use this ally as a center point for any AoE spell without damaging them. This means that spellcasters that have burning hands that don't like to get up in the fight, but have that fire-based spellcasting, can select an ally to use burning hands through. This is also allowed to be used for things such as Firebolt, and also I believe there's another one that I was considering in this as well, but I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head at this point in time. Heralding, or Resourceful. All mana gain is decreased by 2 for the first 3 rounds. Select one spell that at the start of each turn that is cast through this item automatically at the start of each turn. So it's basically a free spell for decreased mana gain for 3 rounds. Very good. Very, very good stuff. Next up, we have staffs, which is any spellcaster can hold a staff. Again, you must hold these items with a very, very minor. Very few people don't have to hold these, basically. Okay, let's get started on the staffs. Ugh. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one too. This is another one of those AR gains. This is a pretty cool stream where you guys get to like actually see the method behind the madness and like actually me talk about it too, which is awesome. I think I'm gonna do these more. Okay. What is this? What is this? Am I gonna get copyrighted for this? This says official, just in case I'm gonna skip it. This also says official. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for any of these. Okay. Holy shit, the song is fire. I'm saving this. Wait, what the fuck? This song is fire. I don't give a shit if I get copyrighted for it. I'm gonna download this real quick. What's up, Koro, by the way? What's up, Koro and Jerome? How's it hanging? Y'all vibing? Just hanging out? Okay. Going GERD, just doing French stuff while watching? French? Like learning French? So that's 4. I need 3 more. Which is, yep, exactly right. So I can go do the job I want since I didn't pass the class I need because me dumb. Isn't, like, French the main language of, like, Canada? Or, like, certain parts of it? Well, why didn't you learn it then, dumbass? Oh, I just fucking kicked my microphone. Okay. This is one of my coolest effects that I wrote. That's one of my favorite ones. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I got it right. Let's go. I'm not counting wrong. All right, here we go. Time to run through these. So, Life Infused. All healing spells use any 2 stat of choosing combined to add to its total healing given to an ally. When casting through the staff, you may choose one healing-based spell that adds your full mana to it, full mana cap to healing. This means if you have a mana cap of 20, it adds an additional 20 to its healing. So, then we have repairing. When casting a healing spell of any level, you may instead choose to give an ally that amount of healing to them as temporary AR or SR that lasts for 4 rounds. This is another way of replenishing the AR and SR that you've lost in combat, but using healing instead. Basically a life shield like temp HP. Inscribed. Choose one spell to inscribe into the staff. When you hold this weapon, you may cast that spell as many times without spell slots. Equal to half of your current mana at the start of the round that you choose. Basically, it is a way to later on in the fight, if fights go on longer and longer and longer, the more time that you have to build up that mana, and you can choose to cast without spell slots. Eventually, this is gonna wear off because most people with mana burst only have the lesser form, which I believe only lasts for 3 rounds. Okay. Also, I might adjust that one later if I find it way too overpowered, but it's also really expensive, so. Regulated. When casting a spell, you may add your current hit points to its damage. Should you not be at full health, you may instead add twice your current mana to its damage. Zealous. Any divine spell that is cast has its damage increased by 4 dice. All mana gain is considered holy. You must be following a god to use this. Glorified. Gain half of your current mana as AR once per turn. This AR can be used in replacement of spell slots. Should you reach your mana cap, restore 3 spell slots of your choice. Meaning that once you hit your mana cap, you still gain the AR, but you can restore spell slots, so whenever you run out of mana burst, you still have 3 spell slots to cast with. This one is one of my favorite ones that I spent a lot of time on. Not greater like me, for real, for real. True. Alright. We've got 4 more to go through. So, welcome in, Cameron Man guy? How do I say that? Mangane? Mangane? Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. Welcome in. We're talking about D&D stuff. Alright, we're on to staves. Mangian. Okay. Welcome in anyway. I'm just gonna call you Cameron. Too difficult for my brain to register at the moment. I'm using my full brain power to write D&D stuff. I'm writing D&D right now, too. Let's go! Fuck. Spelect. I got a little too excited. Choice and cast that spell. Free on each even round. This spell does not cause mana gain. And if it is a healing spell, its healing is maximized. Don't blame me for naming it this. By the way, if you don't know me, for those of you who are new, like Cameron, or anyone that is currently watching this later or as a VOD, hi, I am a gender fluid dungeon master who's been running games for the past basically 14 years. I've been writing for 14 years. My entire world is filled with about 20 or so planets, an entire solar system I've built, that I built custom. We are currently on the planet known as the Warrior World, on the continent of Sentia, per the name Sentia. I'm mainly a D&D creator. I spend a lot of my time playing games in my spare time, but this is my passion. I've been doing it for the past 14 years. I believe I've been live streaming it for the past 5. It's been great, honestly. I've been running for a total of 9 years, so I have a lot of experience in D&D, and I know how things work, and I've made my own rules and all that stuff. Most of my stuff is homebrew. I don't do the base campaign stuff because I just find it boring, and I just like to make my own stuff. Also, most of the fucking base D&D stuff is fucking copyright at this point, like, Redacteds, otherwise known as the fucking beast with multiple eyes that I can't fucking say because I'll get smited by Wizards of the Coast. Fucking assholes. But if you want to join in on sessions, they are completely free. You can join at any point in time. I'm currently in the works of finding a member for a Sunday game, preferably a new player, but if you don't want to play, I completely understand. We do have a replacement that is in place, but I'm still waiting and holding to find the right person to make sure that they have the right stuff, and preferably I would have a newer player that is not seen Sentia yet. So if you want to have a chance of signing up, !Discord, or there's a Discord link down in the description. It's a bunch of fun, I promise. But yeah. That's me. I'm Ruben. It's nice to meet you. Nine people because there are 2 DMs including me. I currently have how many games is it? Let's count here. I'm currently running for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 campaigns with about 5 to 6 people each, so about 20 to 24 players, and I'm the only dungeon master. I do have a co-dungeon master, whose name is Oliver, ! Ollie in chat if you want to check him out. He does his own stuff as well, but he also runs Herbal Remedy for my games, or in my world, so yeah. Mine is 1 game, 9 players. I have 5 games, 20 players total. Eventually, whenever Malona starts, and this isn't spoilers because I've said this several billion times over, as soon as Malona starts, there is going to be a game with 12 or more players, which is insane. It is going to take a lot out of me to run that game. It's fucking wild. As soon as Malona starts, there is a game that has 12 or more players. That surprises some of you, and I don't know how. Well, I'm just going to tell you this, and this is as much as I can say. They are all very memorable people. That is all that I can say about that. Yeah, Jerome and Koro are in 4 of the games. Do you want to hear about the big bad evil guy in my campaign? It's okay if you don't. I love hearing about big bad evil guys, but I've already had several. The main one that everyone kind of hears about is the Abyss, the goldfish that smiles back. Sorry. The Abyss was my most recent big bad evil guy. Before that, we had Fear, or Forever Ending All Reaping, who was basically a shadow that was controlling a person that was severed from the life stream, basically. And the Abyss was the mastermind behind it all. The plotter of sorts. 1 second, I'm going to go grab a drink and take a bathroom break really quickly. I've been live for over an hour and I need to pee. And I need a drink. I still gotta pee. Oh shit. I just fucking sneezed hard. Oh, it hurt. Okay. Mine's an artificer warlock whose patron gave him intelligence and weapons to enchant and kill? Huh. My first big bad evil guy controlled a pillar of light, but you probably don't know what that is, but it's like a hero, basically. It's like a player character. Anyway, back to this. Also, yes, it is actually called this. Okay. Nice, I'm a sub. Let's go! Sounds kind of like Red Eyes Monka. How are you? Vibin'. I'm hanging out. Had a pretty good day at work. So I'm pretty vibin'. Okay, 3 more again. I did it right. 2 more. And I did it right. Let's go! Two of my players are bards, and their whole gist is playing copyright songs on their computers. Oh boy. Alright, so let's go over each one of these. So, Essence of the Tree. Only usable by druids. This allows any druid to select any spell of their choice and cast that spell free on each even round. This spell does not cause mana gain, and if it is a healing spell, its healing is maximized. Monastic Epicness. Only usable by monks. While using this stave, you may select any damage spell that can be cast through it. This spell is cast when you attack with this stave. This spell does not cause mana gain if it is a spell lower than 3rd level or is 3rd level. That's what that should say. Voltic Explosion. When you reach maximum mana, you deal 30 of either lightning or thunder damage to all enemies of your choice on the battlefield. This damage is increased by 20 for each round that you stay at your maximum mana. Juiced. When at your maximum mana, all magic damage is doubled. This damage also adds your current mana to its damage. Witnessed. All holy spells have their damage or effects increased by 2, and for each mana gain while holding this weapon, this effect also goes up, maximum of +4 AC. Fierce. When casting a damage spell, select an ally. That ally's maximum hit points are added to the damage roll and then doubled. This ability can only be activated once. Caller. All summon is what it should say. All summon-based abilities now summon one additional creature. All summons have their HP increased by 10 times character level plus stat of choice. So if you have a wisdom stat of 20, it is increased by 20. Do we have any crowd questions? My bard just bullies people? Nah. How do you use these? These are implanted into the weapon of choice. So say you have a spell book, you can just put it into a spell. I do. Can I use those on my scythes? No, it must be staves. Oh, actually, Wands has the exact same ones as staves. Staves, sorry. Staves are basically, wait, did I do that right? Yeah, I did. I just didn't state which each one. Staves are, basically like, they're almost exactly like staffs, but they're based on like tree branches and stuff. It's like tree based. Not any of these things, since my scythes are like super cool or something. This campaign started 6 days ago, so I'm still figuring out the gist of the campaign. I know it's about stolen ancient stones that create a barrier that keeps monsters out of the city. I believe Sentia started... Oh my god, how long has it been since Sentia started? It's been so long. Sentia started... I feel back in March or April. I think it was March. So it's been quite some time. But its existence is out of my knowledge. Yeah, true. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go eat before session. What a loser. Not gonna watch my stream while eating. What a fucking asshole. Alright. Let's do orbs and then charms. So orbs are more fascinating. Is this a homebrew system? Yes. It is my system that I made with inspiration from someone, but I made it myself. I changed some things, made my own shit. If you get inspired by my work, just credit it. That's all I ask. I'm gonna get copyright for this. Fucking arcane music. I'm playing Bellatra right now. Based. Wait, this sounds sick. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this up. Nah, fuck that. I'm saving this. What the fuck? This is great. Shit! Okay. What kind of Bellatra, though? Modded, unmodded? Any specific blind? Or steak? Ugh. Modded? Any good mods? Of Cryptid? Yep. Of course I have. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck, I need 2 more. I gotta make sure that I wrote these ones. I did. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a scary one. I just had to look up what a specific hand is cluster if you want to know. It has the F word at the end of the cluster. It's a cryptid hand. I just had to look up what it was. F at the end of it. F word. Fuck. Hold on. Something's going on outside. Jesus, dude. Fucking, oh my god, of course, as soon as I walk away, she starts barking again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. All right, so we have beheld Select a spell that you cannot cast in a single action. This spell can now be cast as an action. This spell has any of its effects or damage doubled. Adds 2 of any stat of your choice to attack roll based spells. All attack roll based spells get an increase of 4 dice of damage. Insightful. You may use any skill of your choosing for insight checks. You may also learn an additional item of information on the martial roll. We use insight for martial. I'm going to actually change this to martial checks. Sorry, I'm texting someone, so. Yeah, wands and staves have the same stuff because they're similar, by the way. Alright, so I will have to work on charms later. So I'm probably going to do this tomorrow while I'm at work. Or, I don't know. I might just have somebody else do this. I got to work on maps, like, badly. Like, right now. So, we're going to swap what we're doing right now to making maps. So... All right. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Boom, boom. Yeah, that works perfectly. I think this is what I used on all the other maps too. Epic Gamer. Okay, so this is just in case they go into the dream. Do you like pina coladas and dancing in the rain? Are you into yoga? Do you like placing random shit? Do you like pina coladas and dancing in the rain? Alright. Fuck! I forgot to set the fucking limit on it. God. Fuck. Balls, dick. Fucking dick. Butt. Fuck. Fuck. Dick. Cock. There we go. Fantasy battle. Alright. I'm gonna finish this map. And, I guess I'm gonna end stream now. And we'll be back in like a couple of minutes for the fractured time. So see you guys then. Bye-bye. The prism is always